Oh, oh, oh. Hello, welcome. If you're watching on the replay, feel free to put hashtag replayfam in the box, the comments, and yeah, enjoy. Feel free to fast forward, rewind, whatever you gotta do. Either way, enjoy yourself. Let's do this. Okay, all right, so I kind of like these, but I also kind of like, hey, there they are. I really like these ones. I like these ones, darling. Let's do this one. Okay. Maybe let's open the box and see if we want to do the thing. Yeah. Hi, Julian. How are you? Thank you for liking. Yeah, feel free to share out the live. That'd be great. Get in the algorithms and stuff. That'd be great. I'm doing fantastical. It's good that you're doing good. I like that you're doing good. I'm a little hyper. I'm a little hyper today. Let's channel that into some readings. Let's see. Do I want... Oh yeah, maybe this one. I like this one. This one's fun for readings. Oh, that's dope. Going to a psychic fair? That's really cool. Are you excited about it? That sounds exciting. That sounds exciting. I like it. Cool. So, hi, I didn't even realize I had a little bit of an audience. So I'm going to be doing free and paid readings tonight. Feel free to stick around or not. Do you, boo? And if you are here for readings and you'd like a free reading, go ahead and just comment with your name and a question, right? It can be open-ended. You can ask for spiritual guidance, different health readings, career, all that good stuff. I don't do pregnancy or fertility, right? The free readings are going to be short, right? Or you can even ask for a one-card pull. Jesus, the camera, man, I swear. But those are the free readings, yeah? Hi, Senya. How are you? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. If you're watching live, let me know in the comments where you're watching from, or comment with your name and a question if you would like a free reading, and we will get it started. Oh, thank you. Who sent that? Rana. Thank you, Rana. Is it Raina? Is it Raina? Rana. Raina. I'm not sure. Well, what's the yes or no question? You got to ask the question. Do you want me to ask you the question? Because I could do that. Let's flip this on its head. So, those are the free readings. Free readings, just comment with your name and a question, right? They're going to be short, or you can ask for a one-card pull, which is literally going to be a one-card pull. Yeah? As for paid services, those are my paid services, right? So we got in-depth reading, quantum healing, mediumship, and multidimensional mediumship. That's the MD. Light language activation, healing reading, etc., etc., etc. If you have questions about anything, feel free to put them in the comments and I will get to them. I'm going to be scrolling through the comments here in a minute. Oh, New Zealand. I love it. Welcome, welcome. Miami. I'm in Denver, Colorado, by the way. My name's Angelica. And for those who don't know me, my name's Angelica. I'm a shadow alchemist and a transformation architect. I love it. Thank you so much. And if you do want a paid service, or you want to donate for a reading, all the links to donate are my profile. And if you just get a free reading and you want to donate because I'm cute, or because you like the reading and you think I'm badass, or because it gave you some good information, you can also donate, right? But if you do pay for a service, you got to let me know in the comments you donated, because if you get a reading, if you donate for a reading, you got to get the reading, right? So so let me catch up on the comments. Thanks. Thank you, Sissy, for sending the heart me. Thank you for liking the live. Please share it out. That would be great. Very interesting. Very interesting. Great questions. Okay, so just so you guys know, I am someone who tunes into people's inner world very easily. So you may be asking a simple question about, does this person like me, or whatever the question is, and your guides, or actually your higher self. I actually work with people's higher self. Your higher self might come back with information about certain issues or certain patterns, right, that are holding you back, keeping you in scarcity, keeping you in whatever. So just, ooh, Boulder, Colorado. I love it. I love it. We're neighbors. So just keep that in mind. This is not for entertainment. However, you can be entertained. I'm kind of entertaining. It's not for entertainment. This is serious business. Who is that? Is that, I can't see your name, Queen? Oh, Queen Rose. I'm sorry that your puppy passed. You know, really the best thing there is let yourself feel the things, even if you don't feel anything quite yet. Some people, myself included, sometimes we just take a little bit of time to like process, and then it kind of hits us. So just allow yourself to feel whatever's there. Yeah. FYP. Okay, let me ask who's seen me on their FYP. I have never encountered a gray spirit. I don't know what that is. Not sure. I have not. I'm just scrolling through the comments. Thank you, Deborah. Christina, will I ever marry again? This is dependent on a lot, but let me see if there is anything that Spirit has for you, or if your higher self has anything to say about this. There's something about grieving that comes up, Christina. Have you properly grieved and processed old relationships, or even maybe your last relationship? I'm not sure how this, you know, which one it pertains to, but I keep getting grieving and grief. So as long as you're still grieving or holding grief in the heart, we tend to push people away or tend to not be a vibrational match to, you know, potential new partners coming in. So I'm feeling like right now you at least first, before you even think about that, I would invite you to grieve, or even contemplate. Contemplate, or there's another word that I'm looking for. It's not quite contemplate, just kind of going inward, being more introspective of, have you grieved your last relationships? What did you learn? Did you properly process all of the emotions and stuff? And that's what I'm getting from your higher self. Like, before you go there, you're getting way too ahead of yourself. So a lot of us want to run when we haven't even learned how to crawl. And it's no judgment on you, right? It's just more of like, we tend to get ahead of ourselves. The ego wants to know all of the things. So that's kind of what I get for you, Christina. Grief, it feels like grief, you're holding grief in the heart, which is keeping away potential, I was gonna say clients. Well, it could be a client. Potential love interests, romantic interests. Good evening, Pooty Frebbles, I like it. Will my body be healed? I'm not sure. Can you give me a little bit more context for that message? Whoa, I got a lot of messages. Let me kind of scroll through some of these. Is marriage in my future? Lori. So Lori, let me just connect to your... This is kind of interesting. So the way that I'm gonna try to translate this the best that I can, which is always what I do. So that's weird to say, I think, but it feels like this is really interesting. Okay, it feels like yes. However, it feels like you're gonna go through a bit of not even a bit, a metamorphosis is the word that comes to my mind, is like you're going to go through a metamorphosis. And it feels like through that metamorphosis, it feels like it changes your views on marriage or what it means to commit to someone. So by that metamorphosis, it feels like you have a different outlook on what that is. So your future self is actually kind of coming through here. This is your future self. And it feels like, I mean, yeah, it's there, but like you're already committed. So I don't know. That's how it comes through. That's how it comes through. And I'm going to leave that there. I'm going to leave that there. You're meant to go through a bit of a metamorphosis first, Lori. This is what I'm getting. And then maybe decide. It's the whole thing of getting ahead of ourselves, putting the cart before the horse. Have you heard of that? Oh, Lily, does my dog that recently passed want me to get another dog? So condolences for your doggy, giving them doggy hugs. It does feel like your puppy, well, you know, puppy, I always say, it doesn't matter how old they are. I always refer to them as puppies or kittens. It does feel like the spirit of your dog that recently passed is helping you through this phase of grief. And it feels like the spirit, I don't know if it's he or she, that they are definitely guiding you through the process of grief and grieving, and also wanting you to find, or you to have that kind of companionship again, but only when only when the timing is right. And you'll know when the timing is right. Yeah, that's what I feel. But yeah, it does feel like your dog that died, that he's guiding you, he or she. Thank you, Heather, for the follow. Steph, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Let me get through. I have like 40 some some comments to get through. Why? Okay, there it is. Why am I not in the stream? Angela, can I ask, this is gonna sound a little direct, but that's okay. Why do you care? Why do you care if he's still in love with you? Are you still in love with him? Is that the deal? Karen, is Jim my soulmate? Let's see. So I have my own things about soulmates and twin flames and stuff. But I'm hearing to keep that, like, it's not the day for it. So soulmate, soulmate, soulmate. Who am I reading for? Karen. Okay, Karen. Okay, there you are. And you're asking, okay, is this person... This person feels like a more of a reason season. But there is a really deep connection there. And I would say it does go soul level, soul deep. You could even call him like soul family. So he might feel very familiar to you. So in that respect, in the greater aspect of like the cosmos, yeah, it's your soulmate. However, it's more about like what does that mean to you, and what expectations, or what does a soulmate mean to you? But as I'm describing it in this bigger, like, he comes from like the same soul lineage is what I'm hearing. That is the soul connection you're connecting to. So in that respect, yes. And it does feel like you're meant to like, it feels like you're meant to be connected for quite some time. And I'm not going to go into like how long, but it does feel like quite a long time, like years. But that's what I'm hearing. That's what I'm feeling for you, Karen. You're welcome, Lori. Kidding. You're welcome, Lily. I'm getting to everybody's thank yous. No, that it's so Brittany, your friend's name, your best friend Zachariah, condolences, my love, and sending you all of the hugs and comfort during this time as you process that. It's not too early. You can like as soon as they cross over, you can connect and start talking. However, if you're asking if I will do it, that is in my paid services, right? That's in my paid services only. So that's just so that everybody knows, because it takes a lot of energy for me to focus that way. Interesting. Tracy, you're saying, okay, so Tracy, I saw my first love for the first time in 30 years. Wow, that's pretty crazy. Is Billy going to be my happily ever after? Okay, 1 second. Let me just kind of... It feels like there's... it feels like this is meant to reconnect in order to bring up some old things for you. As far as like your happily ever after and that kind of let me just feel in. Let's see. Okay. It does feel like there's a fair amount of compatibility, which feels really good. It feels really promising. Oh, interesting. Again, you're kind of putting the cart before the horse, getting ahead of yourself, which is totally normal. I get it. Like, we want to know all of the things as humans. But it feels like this is actually meant to, this reconnection is what is the... is meant to spark some old stuff for you to surface. So there's that layer. There is a compatibility. Let me see if I can pick up on his energy at all. And for whatever reason, I'm being blocked from him. So I can't necessarily see that potential. And usually for me, that's a sign that you're getting ahead of yourself. Okay. But it does feel like there's good compatibility and there's really good synergy between you. But that's all I get for you, Tracy. So I hope that helps. I get the devastation. Yeah, we're sending you love, girl. It's totally normal to be devastated. You know, your best friend just passed. Let's see. Thank you, goddess, keys goddess. Thank you, thank you. Oh, I got you what you're saying. No, he's not lost. No, he's not lost. He crossed. He had family come and get him. He's not lost. That's more your kind of like you're kind of projecting your own fears on him, Brittany, or on that situation of like, oh my God, I don't want him to be lost. He's not lost. There was an older female, like a mother figure. So I don't know if his mom was passed, but there was like some kind of mother figure that met him. Maybe a grandma or a older sister, if he had one, some kind of older. I see this older lady coming in to like, we got you, that type of thing. So Michelle, will I find love one day? It's right here, right now with you, and it starts there. Yeah, it has to start with you, within, because if you don't love yourself, how the hell are you gonna love someone else? Can I get an amen? Just saying. He doesn't, like RuPaul doesn't say that for nothing. It's true. It sounds, it can sound corny, but it's totally true. Oh, Cherish. That's a really cool name. Do you see anything coming in, like as far as love? Well, the thing is like self-love. Most people who come to me, so I'm just going to say something. So most people who come to me asking about relationships, a lot of times it's going to be about self-love. Because what I've found is the people who come to me and ask me that, is there a reflection of the wounds and the things that I've had to release and move through. And I'm here to help others with that same type of medicine. So self-love, Cherish, is going to be your first bet. And that has to, okay, here's your higher selves. That has, your internal love, you truly falling in love with yourself first, has to happen before you call before you can attract that person that's really the person that that you're wanting to call in. Does that make sense? It's not a popular answer, but it's what I get a lot of times when I tune into these questions. Is it Ebby? I'm sorry if I'm, messing up your name, but so you're asking what kind of blockages do I have? That's a lot. That's a lot. It's a lot to go through. We would have to like sit in an actual session. That's a lot. But let me see what comes through, just like tapping into your energy. So Evie, right away, it's the worthiness. I'm not worthy. Okay. Oh, it's two of them. I'm not worthy. I'm not enough. They're two different wounds. Those are the main ones keeping love from you. Because there's other, so that starts to create doubt of like, I'm not worthy, I'm not loved. So if anybody shows you love or affection, or there's these parts that get activated that say, can I trust this? I don't know about that. I don't know if I can trust that. So there's a deeper issue of trusting that someone could actually love you, that you could actually be enough, and that you could actually be worthy of said relationship. That's a great question. I wish more people I wish more people ask that type of question. It's a really great question. It's a really great question. I hope that helps you. But yeah, that's just kind of what I get just tapping in. So Jennifer, you're asking if your son and father passed okay. There's still a little bit of, for lack of a better term, like jet lag. They're still acclimating. Actually, dad is more, son feels good. Dad feels a little bit more like still acclimating, but they're good. They're good. I'm still scrolling through these comments. Interesting. So let's see. So JM, you're asking, is my wife involved with someone else? I'm just going to tune into your energy. Okay, and then 1 second. JM, I don't get that there is anybody else, but it does feel like she is, and this is the wording that comes through that I'm hearing, wildly unhappy. It just feels like she's really unhappy. And when we're unhappy, a lot of times we tend to look for that instant gratification. And that, I'm not saying that's what she's doing. I'm just saying that's kind of what can happen. Instead of like looking within and like doing the inner work to actually cultivate that happiness. So it just feels like she's really unhappy and disconnected with, like, in general. There's a lot of things. Like I just feel like, frustrated with life. As far as someone else, I don't get that there is. It just feels like there's a big disconnect happening. I could be wrong, but I don't feel anybody coming in like as a third party like that. So I hope that helps, my dear. 1 second. Okay, just want to make sure. Okay, just making sure. Thank you for the follow. That's a big long number. Tracy, I got you. You're welcome. Thank you for the roses. Thank you. Thank you. Janice, for sure. So if you are here, first of all, welcome. My name's Angelica. I am a shadow alchemist and a transformation architect. I help people through their internal journeys, right? Transforming internally, and a lot of other things. But right now I'm giving free and paid readings. But these are the readings that I like to do, but I love to do these readings. But I like to take people through actual, like, personal transformation, like really profound transformation. So if you are here for a reading and you want a reading, my dears, just comment with your name and a question. It could be yes or no. It can be a spiritual question. It could be a health reading, a love reading, whatever, right? Whatever you got in on your mind, just ask. So no pregnancy or fertility. That's just not my bag. These free readings are going to be short, or you can ask for a 1-card pool, which is going to literally be that. Okay. I also am offering paid services. Those are my paid services. If you have any questions whatsoever, let me know. Those are my paid services. All of the links to donate are in my profile. Yeah. So Venmo, Cash App, PayPal, all of the things. I'm going to continue to scroll through these comments. Thank you for the roses. Thank you, Cherish. I'm just getting through all of the, that makes sense. Okay, cool. Uh-oh, I like it. I like it. Thank you, thank you. I said it right. Okay, cool. Is it Chancina? Chancina. I like that. You're welcome, Ebi. Ebi. I don't know which way I said it that was right. So, oh, that's a great question. Well, here's the thing. And I know I already answered you, and I can't remember your name because I'm going through all of these. I forget instantly. So Pootie Frebles, you're asking what is blocking me from love. Well, first off, you gotta start cultivating that internal love. It sounds really cheesy and corny, but it's true. It really is, because as we flow that energy into us, as we begin to fall in love with ourselves and cherish ourselves and give compassion to ourselves when we feel like shit or we feel like crying or we just let ourselves, whatever, it starts to bring this awareness, which raises awareness, but also it starts to change and shift your values and how you show up and who you connect to and what you say yes to and what you say no to. So it's really always comes back to self-love for me, because that's got to be going before you're gonna allow someone to just add and enhance the happiness that you've already cultivated in your life and the love you've already cultivated there, rather than placing that person and saying, "Ooh, you are my happiness. You are the source of." That is way too much effing pressure to put on someone and the relationship. So does that make sense? So, Shay, you're asking if your son crossed over. Yeah. He's with family. I get this whole big group over here that he's with. So yes, he is crossed over. You can rest assured he's there. Wow, this is a lot. Let me see if I can scroll through some of the messages. Katie, I'm not sure what you're saying. You need to, I need context. So do you keep what? I don't context. Teresa, should I hold on to my relationship? Well, the thing is I'm not here to say yes or no. This gets to be your choice. This gets to be, you. But I will tell you what I feel, sense, see, hear, etc. Girl, this feels all kinds of toxic. It feels like, you deserve so much. And this feels, let me just see what I can, let me just tune in here. It just feels very manipulative is one of the words. It feels very heavy. It feels like there's a lot of unnecessary blow-ups, unnecessary arguments. And so really, I think the bigger question here is, do you believe you deserve better? What do you believe you deserve? And do you love yourself enough to want, I guess, better for yourself is the way it's coming to me. really, this is difficult because I'm not here to tell you what to do, but I will say that like this, it definitely feels like there's a self-worth issue at hand that is feeling like, oh, well, this is like, but this person loves me. They say they love me. And there's like a childhood wound there. The inner child is like doing a lot of different things. So I'm not going to quite tune into the inner child. But the relationship does feel like it's very tumultuous. And so really the deeper question here is, what do you believe you deserve? Because that feels like that's a lot. It feels like it's taken a toll on you. So you get to decide. But really, a lot of people come to me also for validation, or not just come to me, but like readings themselves are a form of validation. So it's kind of just validating what you already know. So I'm just going to, I'm going to leave it there. Wow. I'm just scrolling through some of the questions that I've already answered. Ooh, that hurts. Paige, will my marriage be ending soon? Well, that gets to be a choice between you and your person, you and your partner, not me. Oh, thank you. I love that. That's so cool. I like those things. But it does feel like there is a natural end in sight. Here's what I'm hearing, though, to tell you, to kind of like make this the center point. I'm going to invite you to ensure that you got the lessons, and that you, I always continue to dig for lessons. But make sure that you know the lessons, or else it's going to kind of come back. You'll attract another karmic soul. So it feels like, make sure you got the lessons down so that you can kind of clear out that contract that says, okay, she's got the lesson, but it's not just like learning the lesson, it's also integrating it into your life. So make sure that whatever lesson it is, you're actually integrating it. Yeah. Shay, I'm giving you hugs, Shay, sending you hugs. Rhonda, did my dad have a will? I'm not really I don't know if I'm necessarily the person to ask for this, but I will check to see if there's an answer. I get a no. Was dad the type to, was your dad the type to like prepare and like make sure he had all of his stuff in order? That goes to you, Rhonda. Thank you, Donna, for the follow. I appreciate that. Karen, I already read for you, my love. So I probably won't get to you again. So Fern, or not Fern, well, that's cute. Linda, you're asking, is my mom upset with me that you had to put her in a nursing home? I'm sorry you had to do that. It's more like it brought up abandonment wounds. And it felt like, oh, I'm no longer like, I'm being brushed off, I'm being dismissed, I'm being abandoned. And so when people feel abandoned, they get angry. I don't know how she responded to this, but I can tell there's like big abandonment, like it triggered abandonment big time. So, I mean, like, I would definitely invite you, like, I don't know if you guys visit her often, but I would definitely try to make her feel loved, and let her know she's not being abandoned. But like, there's, inner parts, like the inner child feels abandoned. You're welcome, Paige. I believe that was you, Shay. Thank you. I can't remember. I'm trying to keep everybody straight, but it doesn't work all the time. Good. That's good. I'm glad she's getting the care that she needs now. I mean, that's great. You know what I mean? Sometimes we have to make those hard decisions, and it just, those actions can elicit and evoke the emotional responses that are actually coded in to past experiences. And so there's parts of us that feel like, oh, this is happening right now. And that part, if you ask that part, how old do you think I am right now? They're like, oh yeah, I'm 6 right now. And they're like, no, I'm like 40. What are you talking about? We code all of this information and these associations in when from 0 to 7 years old, before we even realize what's going on. So it's just a lot of old instructions that are continuing to play out. Does that make sense? Okay, so that's why I'm saying, Rhonda. So I'm hearing a big no. There was a weird thing of like, well, did he? But I don't feel that he did. I got a big no. And just to ask if he was the kind that like kind of put all of the things. There's still something interesting with that. I don't know how, I don't know, but I might, and I'm not going to say it is, but I might consider asking, like I don't know if he had a caregiver or a spouse or someone, like, I don't know if someone sat down and like he dictated like what he wanted, but I'm seeing that maybe that happened. But here's the thing, that might have happened on a different timeline. So I wouldn't go in guns a-blazing, but I would maybe ask. Okay. But yeah. Okay, so maybe ask your uncle, Rhonda. Not your uncle, Rhonda, but your uncle, Rhonda. Thank you, Mandy Bean. I really appreciate that. I really appreciate that. That heart me. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I would ask maybe ask your uncle to see if he dictated a will for him. Laura, you're asking about if your husband's spirit is there with you. Yeah, he visits very often. You might find him a lot in dreams, or maybe not a lot, but like kind of often. Yeah, he's definitely around you. Annette, thank you for the follow. Cindy is my baby sister. Okay, is she on the other side? Can you give me a little bit more context with that, please and thank you? Here's the thing. Sometimes I don't get to your question because I just go where spirit guides me. I go where like whatever kind of sticks out to me, that's where I go. So if I'm not calling on you, it's not personal. Just so you know. Mary, this is a good question. All right. Mary, your question is, I have a quick one. Is it good that I didn't continue with Albert? I would say here is the thing is trust. Trust that you made the right decision. And you can always make another decision or change your mind. But yeah, I'm hearing just trust that. Just trust. Yeah, trust. And I will say, just from the sense that I get, you dodged a bullet. Oh, okay, Cindy. Okay, I see. Yeah, okay. Thank you for clarifying that. Yes. Let me see. Baby sister, baby sister. Yes. She kind of holds her hands up. Yes, that's me. I'm okay. I'm good. Yes. So for those who are, you know, you got the free readings or whatever, you got it going on, you're doing the things, just try to make it, if you can, try to make it as specific as you can. You don't have to tell you all your business, but just make it a little bit more specific. Give me some context, and also just make sure that it's like one question, if you got a question, right? So none of this doubling up, like, what is this, and then this. No, just book a reading for all of that, you know, because then you're going to get your money's worth for sure. Okay, yeah, I think my uncle took what was left, not the way he was supposed to. Okay, so yeah, it kind of depends on if your uncle's kind of shady. I'm not going to tune into it, but it does feel like there's something there. Like, I can't quite tell what it is, but it feels a little fishy. That's why I was like, wait, what? It was like a no, but it was almost like this thing of coming in. It's like someone coming in and trying to cover up. It was kind of that kind of feeling. That's why I was asking the questions. Woo. Lori, I have a question for you. What if he does? I'm just going to be blunt. I mean, it's all in love, but like, what if he does? You know what I mean? Okay, so Angel's Wings, that's a really cool name. Your sister Tammy passed. Okay, is she okay? Okay, got you. It feels like she's doing quite a bit on the other side. Learning is one of the things, is a way to oversimplify it. I'm just going to oversimplify it. So she's doing a lot of learning. It feels like she's kind of busy on the other side, but yeah, she does check in. Like how like, why wouldn't she? Yeah, she definitely checks in, but it seems like she's busy with a lot of stuff she's got going on and cooking in spirit in those realms. But yes, she does. She's there with you. She does check in on you. The quantum healing. Yes. Brit. Yeah, the quantum healing. That's the quantum healing is 44. Yeah. So those are my paid services, y'all. So if you would like something that's more in depth as far as a reading, or even a healing reading, or even like, telling you, people sleep on it until they see me do it and they're like, wait, what? But yeah, there you go, Britt. One second. Hey, Ash. You're welcome, Cindy. D. Oh, thank you for the heart puff. Hey, that doesn't come on the screen. Is it just a heart puff? I like the things that come on the screen. It's so fun. That sounded a little, I'm not even gonna go there. So D, you said, will T and I be in a relationship next year? So this is timelines. Let me just see what is, let me see. Let me tune into you first. Okay, there you are, T, all right. This is interesting. It feels like you guys are going towards that and then something happens. I don't know if it's a falling out, but like I get this smooth timeline of like, oh yeah, this is where we're going and this is where we're headed, and something unexpected happens. And no, I can't say what that is because I don't know, and because I'm a human, I can't know all of the things, but it doesn't come up to me. But it just feels like that's just the sense. It feels like, oh, this is where we're going, and it feels like something unexpected happens and then like things go a different way. It feels like the tables, no, and it's not quite the tables turning. It's more like just an unexpected event. And then it's like, it feels like you guys go your separate ways, I think. At least that's what's coming to me now. And that can always change. So, you know, that there that is. I'm going to leave that there. 1 second. Brittany, I got you. Got it. I got the things. So Brittany, thank you for the donation. So my dear Brittany, do you have specific intentions? Is there something specific that you'd like me to work on? Thank you for the heart puff, Lady D. I really appreciate that. Let me know in the comments. Britt, trying to keep everything straight in my head. Donna, I don't typically do that type of reading, but let me see if I can do like a quick connect. Like I don't typically do like mediumship that isn't paid, but I'm feeling a little bit, I'm feeling, I'm just gonna tap in really quick. I'm just gonna do a short. It feels like two things. Two main things. Grieve me. You need to grieve. You can't hold it in. Don't hold it in. Stop trying to hold it in. Don't hold it in. You need to grieve. And number one, she got you. She got you. She's so that's, to me, I kind of, it's the sense of she's going to be there with you. You can even talk to her, because I talk to my mom and my brother all the time, and they on the other side. So, and they do hear me have full-on conversations sometimes. But talk to her. Maybe that's the third one. Talk to her. Grieve. Don't hold it in. You need to grieve. You need to cry. You need to be mad. You need to do the things. You need to be depressed. Whatever's coming up, do that. And she's got you. So she's guiding you and helping you through, supporting you through that shift, because it's a very transformational shift when someone dies. So sending you all the love and comfort, because I get what that feels like, and I think we all do. We all know what it feels like to lose someone. So we're all sending you our love. All right, I'm still looking for That's funny. You're gonna block me. Okay. Miss me with that. Yeah, I got you, Britt. Keep on. Okay, so Donna, you're doing the things. You're doing the things. Just keep doing it. So Britt, okay, got you. I feel like there is something being blocked, like a karmic thing from the past. I went through a karmic relationship. Oh, thank you, Connie. Dope. I love it. I went through a karmic relationship recently that happened multiple times in past lives. And I think it's to do with that, but I'm not sure. You're welcome, Donna. So, okay, I got you. I will tune in. So I always work with the higher self, Britt. Oh, excuse me. Thank you. Thank you, Connie, for all the heart puffs. From Ohio, Kelly from Ohio. Okay, so I'm just going to scroll and make sure that I have no comments. All right. That I'm fully caught up. So Britt, I'm just going to tune into you. Okay, so I'm gonna talk to your higher self for a bit. Actually, I'm gonna start now. Okay, all right, I'm probably going to have some instructions for you, Britt, afterwards. So I don't know if you want to grab a piece of paper or something but it feels like I might have some instructions for you for after, okay? So we're just going to start, and Britt, I want you to just focus on your heart. It's the easiest to do it when you can close your eyes, but you do you. We're just I'm gonna start here at the heart. Just breathe into that heart space. Just kind of focus gently your heart there. And anybody who wants to receive like the spillover can intend to receive that as well, just so you know. So this contract isn't quite up. There are still lessons tied to it that haven't been fully integrated. Okay? So you can't get rid of the contract just yet. You need to get the lessons, and you need to integrate them. So there's that part. We are going to clear what we can clear though. Khala makuya hana tikia sanataha ataha atake matuko e te kia mata kia ata u tatatikati ya mahaya na dole ya tatata. Kiata mikiata. Yelaha maue kia mata atatata. So I'm going to ground you, and I'm going to say I'm going to ground you. I'm going to grow roots down. So we're going to grow roots from your root chakra down into the core of the earth. We're going to wrap those roots around the earth, or around the core of the earth. And I just want you to let that earth energy rise up through your feet, up through your hips, all the way up into your body, all the way up. And I'm just going to bring in a white light from the cosmos, and we're going to clear out your aura. We're going to sweep it out. Your higher self and your soul, they're two different things. They are both asking for you to align to a greater... Wait, hold on. Let me see if I can find a better words. You are being called into a greater alignment of expression. And that doesn't mean expressing everything all of the time. So there's a little bit of the invocation of Ma'at. There is, I'm feeling Ma'at around you, around this situation, to help bring justice where justice is, or justice is needed, or justice is required. But it's not just justice, it's also a reckoning. A reckoning that needs to happen for you to fully break free from this karmic tie. So I just want you to, if you don't have your eyes closed already, I'm going to invite you to close your eyes now. And I just want you to feel the sensations as much as you can. If you can't, maybe if you're not a feeler, maybe you're a seer, maybe you see the things, or maybe you can just sense, or maybe you just know that it's there. But just close your eyes. I want you to focus again here on the heart. Haya malakuya. Hia alahama tukua sai shikiama ta'a. Lekiama tia haseya. Hia ala matuku waseya amata. Kia ma'luia. Lea maku asashiata. Halekiama ua ate metikuas. Just let those sensations, just feel those sensations, because I can feel them. So I'm fairly sure you could feel them. When it comes to matters of the heart, which is it's a human way of speaking of like a romantic relationship or romantic situations. When it comes to matters of the heart, in order for thine own heart to be pure, you must release the grief, the mistrust, and the walls that you have erected, that you have built around your heart. This is ensuring that you do not bring in the person that you're wanting to bring in consciously. These walls must be deconstructed or demolished or released, whatever language it is that you prefer, Divine One. Those walls need to come down. So So we're going to work on some of the walls, and we're going to help release the ones that can come down today in this moment. But there will still be some walls, just so you know. Yakata matakua setikiat mahata hata. Hiata 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 makuata ya matikia. Leamo matukua. Sikiama 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 tuwa sikia. And just rest that awareness on your heart. Hua lea hata, ahia hata, ia hata. Maya lea, matukua, matikia. So I'm just going to call in the violet flame, and it's going to help to break up those walls. I'm also going to activate the Arcturian Purba frequency in your field. That's going to run for 3 minutes only, and then it's going to stop. And that's going to break up whatever heavy or dense energies in your field that are ready to be released. Yeah, we got lots of things going on. Okay. So this is an FYI for you and for anyone who's listening who may be misunderstanding something about, or some things about contracts. Contracts have to be fulfilled. However, not always. As long as you get the lesson, or if a certain amount of timing or things, certain requirements have been fulfilled, sometimes, yes, they can just be. But for the most part, contracts have to be fulfilled. And a lot of ways, or a lot of times, that happens through integrating the lesson into your life. Not just being like, oh, this person taught me about worth, but actually incorporating and esteeming yourself and increasing your own feelings and working through that inner work of like enhancing and amplifying that worth. Just as an example. So you can't just, you are not able to null and void a contract simply because you want to. Okay? I'm not saying that that's what's happening here, but I'm hearing to relay this for those who may be misunderstanding about contracts, because that's what I'm hearing. And sometimes, okay, the other part is sometimes a contract, an oath, a vow can be null and voided as soon as you become aware of what the contract is about, of like the contract itself, or the pattern itself that links into a contract. So it can get very convoluted when it comes to contracts. So we're just allowing all of the energies to run. They're kind of just doing their thing right now. I'm going to check in. So give me a moment. Okay. Can you tell me what this is about? Okay, no. Okay, I asked if I can, if they would tell me, or if I can know, or if they could tell me what the contract is about. They said no, because it would then, I would be trying to intervene in something that I'm not meant to. So there's that I cannot know about. That's fine, because I don't want any more karma. We're gonna let those energies run. So, okay, here's the other part about this contract. You have some of it. So what your higher self is kind of showing me is like they're holding up this paper and they tear half of it and they say like, okay, half of it can leave. That's part of what we helped clear, but this other part, it's up to you to do the work. Yeah. Because you can't get out of it. It's too much of an important lesson for you, because it's there to as an opportunity for you to actually grow into the person that you're becoming, that you're meant to be in this life. Okay. You have a big purpose here. Do you want me to say that? Okay, I'm not going to say it. So you have a big purpose here. So there's a lot of encouragement to really find your alignment, your deeper, greater alignment that they're referring to right now. And live in that, because you'll be amazed at how things shift and how quickly. We are in the time of miracles. Yes, there's a lot of chaos. Yes, there is a lot of what humans may call tragedy, etc. But that cannot exist without its counterpart, which is miracles of the highest order. So you can call into you and to you miracles of, I guess, when it comes to manifestation and feeling like, oh, I'm behind. Because I'm hearing like this, but I'm behind. I need to do this and this and this. Like, you're thinking linearly. You're not thinking quantumly. You're thinking from a limited human perspective that's been programmed and conditioned to be limited. So once you release that, and releasing the walls around the heart is going to help with this a lot. Opening your awareness, starting to be curious. The way that we can do that is through curiosity, being curious, being open. So I'm hearing, okay, your inner child. Okay, inner child coming in. There's innocence, wonder, connecting back to your inner child. So connect it back into little Brit, or little Brit. I'm going to call her little Brit, if I may. And connecting back to her and like, what does she like to do? How does she see the world? She probably saw it with endless possibilities and like, oh my God, I'm so open and just so curious. And so getting back to that is going to help break down these walls and release the walls that you got around the heart. Connecting back to your inner child and really listening to what your inner child is telling you and what your inner child is like guiding you towards, because your inner child actually knows the way through this life, if you can believe it or not. But I'm hearing you believe it. So your inner child is going to be one of your keys. Big for you. It's gonna like break a lot of things open wide, especially as it comes to like programming and limitations that you have set forth in your mind, that you've created for yourself and that you've also inherited. Okay, so we're just, let me see, one second. Yeah, but what is that for? Oh, okay. All right. So I just want to make sure. Like, wait. Archangel Michael is going to come in. He's going to use his sword. There's certain cords you have that, are these attachments? Mental attachments. He's going to sever these cords. So you might feel that or experience that in some kind of way. However, oh, okay, all right. He needs your permission to sever those cords. So if you don't want them severed, he's not going to. Angels, they got to have permission. So you got to give him permission. You can give him permission in your head or out loud. You don't have to put that in the comments. And he's, okay. I felt that release. Okay. There it goes. So we're just going to flow in. I'm going to flow in some diamond light into those parts of you that just received that, like where those cords were. We're just going to remove those. Be warned, or just be aware that these cords can come back. Hatia mahuata, ata kia maua, yamala kia matuku umakaa lea ata, huasi amatikia tikia mauala atikia. Okay. Okay, so let's see, I'm going to open my eyes for this if I can. The instructions that you have is, what lessons did you learn from this like last recent relationship that was karmic? What lessons? I would write all of the things down. And even after you write all of the things down, I would still be open and just intend that you're going to like bring in all of like, just that you're going to be open to receiving all of the information and intend that, okay, I'm going to know it's going to come to me somehow, some way, whether it just pops in your head and your guides bring it or whatever. Trust that it's going to come to you. But also I want you to write out the lessons that you've learned. And the other step, there's a second step, is how are you going to integrate, or how can you integrate those lessons into your life? And from what I was saying before, if you have a, if it was something, for example, around like worth, you know, esteeming yourself, doing the inner work to like release any like worthiness blocks, or just treating yourself better, kinder, gentler. Yeah. So things like that. So we're actually finishing up here. We're going to ground you really good. Make sure those roots are tight to the earth. And Pachamama, Mother Gaia, she's going to help you transmute some of this stuff that's coming out of your field. Lots of water, salt bath if you can. Clearing a lot of stuff. Salt bath if you can, lots of water. And then don't forget your steps, because that's going to be important. It's going to bring up stuff for you that you're probably going to have to confront, and you're going to be like, oh, whoa. It's going to bring some awareness. Yeah. One moment. Let me just finish. Let me just finish up. And disconnect. May this serve you in the highest and best way for your journey as you align and empower and uplift yourself to your highest potential. So it is muttered, and so it is done. Whew. All right, my dears, clear that out. Thank you, Maya, for the follow. Okay, we're back to, I don't think anybody paid for a reading. We're back to free readings. So if you'd like a free reading, who would like a free reading, go ahead and put it in the comments. That was funny. That made me laugh. I have not. Yeah, and you can always catch my lives on my YouTube channel. I post everything there. So if you ever like miss part of the reading or if it ever cuts out, I post everything there. So, oh, thank you for all the follows, guys, and gals and peoples and stuff. So if you'd like a free reading, I'm still looking for, let me know how you're feeling, Britt, when you can, if you haven't just completely, some people fall asleep. So, oh, there it is. Okay, there you are. Thank you so much. As I was imagining my heart, I was actually seeing a plate of armor. Yeah, girl, you got some, you got some walls around the heart. But the thing is you're not alone, because most people do. I had a ton of heart walls. And so it's really just, you know, what are you willing to do to help release those, you know? And if you're not, that's okay too. You know, you're not going to be judged on what you release or how much you heal in this life. But if you've intended or pre-designed that for yourself, you're going to do it no matter what. And your free will is how you choose to open to that or not, how receptive you are to that. So, okay, so free readings, right? Free readings. I was doing the things. So free readings, just comment with your name and a question. It can be a yes or no. It can be an open-ended question. It can be love, health, career. I get some really cool questions from time to time. So whatever's on your heart and mind, feel free to just put it in there. And I will always get to whoever I'm guided to, right? No pregnancy or fertility. I just don't do that anymore. The free readings are going to be short, right? Or you can ask for a one-card pool. Yeah. My paid services, just like you've just seen me facilitate for Britt, these are my paid services. Yeah. So in-depth reading, quantum healing, mediumship, and MD is multi-dimensional mediumship, light language activation, and healing readings. Yeah. If you have any questions for whatever, well, not whatever, like it's got to be within context, keep it on subject. But if you have any questions about like my services, don't feel free to ask. That's not what I meant. Don't hesitate to ask. And if you do want to pay or donate, all the links to donate are in my profile. Yeah. And then if you do pay, you got to let me know in the comments you donated, because I don't always get notified right away. Your girl's doing this herself. And yeah, all of the things. Wow, there's a lot of people on here who's like people that were close to them just passed. So lots of love and lots of condolences and comfort and all of the things, all of the medicine that you need right now. Because I get everybody needs something a little different. You can never be alone. Amy, you can never be alone. Like, there's so much support around you, even though it's in the unseen realms. There's so much support there. You're not alone. I do understand what you're saying. However, at the same time, when we come at this with this, when we say things like this, there is a certain frequency to, like, words are everything, right? Words are spells. We create magic with our words. And so when we speak about, am I going to be alone forever? What you're activating in your field are loops, right? To recreate that experience, because you're never alone, but you can definitely create the experience that you're alone, right? And that doesn't feel good. I know what that feels like. It doesn't feel good. Adrienne, thank you for all of the hearts, or all of the roses. Thank you for the likes too. Thank you for liking the live. But it's time to shift your perspective, Amy. Like, you're not alone. You're never alone. And as long as you got you, thank you, Adrienne. As long as you got you, you're not alone. I do understand what you're saying. However, the frequency, got to shift your frequency, your perspective. Yeah, prayers to you, Tina, and your partner for getting that job, especially if it's the, if it's the most benevolent outcome. Suze, so is it Suze? Suzu, I like that. I like that. I'm offering free and paid readings. So free readings are free. They're free 99, and then my in-depth readings are 29. Yeah? Just so you know. Oh, let me scroll down a little bit, because holy shit, I'm a little backed up. I need to get a little bit more caught up. Yes. Scrubbing for sanity. You asked if your dad knows. He can't not know, hon. How do you feel that? How do you feel what? How do you feel what? I know it's in response to what I was saying, but I just need a little bit more context, because okay, you're asking a lot of questions right now. So I'm not gonna go through, like, unless you want to pay for like a reading, that's great. But I just don't, like, everybody wants a little something, and so I'm not gonna get too much into the things. Sarah, will I get a large settlement for my car accident? There is a timeline where there is a pretty good, the word I'm hearing is substantial settlement. However, just remember that you're also creating this as well. So you still have say in it. It's not like that you need to like hope and pray, but it's more like staying in the vibration of that reality in which you would like to like manifest for yourself. So staying in that frequency of, I deserve to have this. However, I would be very, very careful about the kind of victim story and getting into that. Just more, I would say, focus more on more in the realms of your frequency, your alignment, and it kind of being matter of fact. Like, this is, not in an entitled way or an arrogant way, just a matter of fact of like, yeah, this is, yeah, it's this is actually meant to be a good opportunity for you. But yeah, I do see the timeline is there that's very probable to come to pass. It's really going to depend on your vibration. So I'm gonna leave it there. Hopefully that's understandable. Oh, dolphins, and I didn't see you're sending dolphins. I didn't see it. Thank you, Liz. Hi, how are you? You're welcome, Suzu. Still scrolling through the comments. I get that, Sarah. So how do you sign up for a paid reading? So you just, so the paid readings, right? There's the paid readings or paid services. Paid reading is included, right? So after that, all the links to donate are in my profile, right? So you just go to the link in my profile, and there's Venmo, Cash App, PayPal. And then you come back over here and then you say, hey, you comment like, hey, I paid for, fill in the blank. And then I will do your reading. Very, very easy. So thank you for allowing me to clarify that. Bren, what process are you talking about? Oh, yeah. Here you go, Suze. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There you go. Those are my paid services. But if you'd like a free reading, just leave a comment with your name and a question. Lexi, I don't think you want that to last forever, my dear. Like, we say things as humans that we don't truly understand. And so when you say forever now, you could be, 5 lifetimes ahead and you're like, what the F? I just, we can bind ourselves or tie ourselves in ways when we say like forever, and it's like, so we say a lot of things that we don't actually realize what we're saying. But especially in the, as it pertains to like being romantic, so romantic. No, that's old paradigm bullshit. It's very disempowered. Not always, but there's a lot of disempoweredness in all of that. So I do understand what you're saying, but like there's a certain frequency that you got to tune into, and it's also a frequency that you find within. So there's a lot of things there. Oh, Jillian, you were asking if your ex is wanting to reach out, and then you're feeling his energy. So let me just tap in, see what's going on. No, it doesn't particularly feel like that. Although here's the thing, what I'm hearing is I wouldn't completely rule that out. Just as of now, I'm hearing a no. Thank you for that. Who is that? La Wera. Thank you, Wera. I like that. Samesies. But thank you, Erica. So I wouldn't necessarily rule that out, but as of now, I'm hearing no. It's more towards, is this the same thing? Yeah, okay. So it's kind of the same thing that I was saying, yeah, was it last night when there was a couple of women that asked the same thing? And what I was asking was, is it along the same lines? They're like, yeah. So what was happening was, we call in people's energy from time to time. We're connecting in the ethers, right? The astrals, energetically, we call people's energy in so that, especially if they're not in our lives anymore, like as a way to learn the lesson. And like, hey, remember you had a lesson to learn. Did you get the lesson? So it's almost like one of these kind of invisible ways that the universe has of reminding us that, hey, you're here to learn. You're here to grow. Did you get that lesson? Because if not, you're gonna keep repeating the same cycle and the same patterns. So it's more along the lines of like, you're calling in his energy in order to remember the lesson. But not just remember the lesson like, oh yeah, I remember I learned that lesson. It's more like, no, you got to integrate it. So what was the lesson, and have you integrated it into your life? What was the lesson? So it feels like, no, they're not letting me in. They're not letting me in. I can't tell people's lessons for them, if you haven't noticed. And I wouldn't want to, because that's karma. No, Jillian, there's a lesson there that you haven't quite integrated into your life, and it feels connected to worth. It feels connected to worth, like unworthy, feeling unworthy, and then not enoughness. That's what I hear. That's what I'm feeling. But that's why you're calling his energy in, because it's like, hey, did you get the memo? Did you get the lesson? Did you get it? Did you get it? Oh, you sent a PayPal. Okay, got you. Sue. Okay. Thank you, Sue. Oh, hold on. I have two little things here. 29. So, Sue, how can I be of service? Do you have like a specific question? Are you open? Etc., etc., etc. Yeah. There was definitely a shift. Holy shift. Thank you, Adrian, for all of the gifts. You're a sweetheart. All the shit, like you're sending me all the things, girl. I'm rich. Feel like $1 million today. Let me make sure. Okay, hold on one second. Let me make sure that I'm getting, okay, that I'm not missing something. Okay. So Erica, you're asking if O really wants to move on with someone else. Okay, I got you. Just let me check in on this connection. Interesting. I'm hearing yes, and I'm hearing I would let him. Because here's the thing. It feels like you'd be dodging a bullet. And it also feels, say, what was that? It also feels like he's gonna do the same. It's because it's a pattern. He doesn't know what he doesn't know who he is. He doesn't know who he is. Like internal, like really truly at the heart of, like, he doesn't know who he is. So he's just kind of like giving into his patterns. his unconscious patterns. And so it might actually be happening to, or it might actually happen to whoever he's moving on with. But it does feel like a yes. And girl, the way it comes through, I would let him. Just because of the feeling that I get. I don't get like, for those of you who are watching who might be like, what is she tuning in? It's just the feeling. I'm a feeler. So when I get an ick, I'm like, But here's the thing, that gets to be your choice in how you handle that and how you respond, or, you know, but that's what I'm hearing. That's what I'm feeling. And now it's up to you. Okay, got you, Adrian. I'm gonna answer your question. You said, will Chad and I reconnect for a long-term relationship? Okay. So let me find you first. Gotta find you in the ether. Okay, there you go. And then you're asking about this connection with Chad. What's the 8-ball response? All signs point to yes. It does. It feels really good. There are more than one timeline, and it feels like you're actually meant to connect on a deeper level in a romantic sense. You guys got things to learn from each other. So I would say yes, it feels really good. Here's the thing though, it might take time, so be patient. But I do feel like I don't know if I ever get this strong of a yes, but I do feel a pretty strong yes. Oh, okay, so I got you, Sue. So will you get to keep anything? So can you clarify that for me, Sue? Just give me a little context around, like, you don't need to tell me the whole story, but just give me a little bit more context around the 1795, just so that I know as a human, I'm directing my energy in the way, or, you know, in the space that it needs to be in, so that I can receive or retrieve that information. If that makes sense. And then anything you need to know, girl, I got you. I got you. You've heard that before, Adrian? Yeah, it feels really good. I'm just saying, like, patient, because the timing isn't quite there yet. But be patient, enjoy yourself, work on yourself, or do whatever it is that your little freaking beautiful heart desires. And it feels like, it feels kind of unexpected. So I'm not going to say much more than that, but it does feel like give it some time, because the timing, it hasn't synced just yet as I feel it. Hey, one second. Oh, let me swipe this before it tricks me again. It tricksy little thing. Little notification. You're welcome, Adrian. So, so will you get to keep that? Is that a year? Is that the year? Like the year of the home? Or the, okay, got you. Don't even worry about it. Okay. I got you. So will you get to keep the home? Yes? Yes. Make sure, though, one second. The fuck is that? You got to make sure that, I don't know why I'm hearing loopholes. So if there's any loopholes or any other things that could unexpectedly come in. You gotta be careful and watch. Make sure that you have your I's dotted and your T's crossed. And you're on your P's and Q's and all of the other letters. They're kind of funny the way they're coming in. But yes, but you have to watch this closely. Oh, thank you for that. I really appreciate it. Who did? Oh, thank you, Carla. I really appreciate that. But yes. And then anything you need to know, 1 second. Let me grab these cards over here. Grab those cards. I'm hearing to pull from this deck for you. I'll bring out the big guns. They're not really big guns, but they're just cards. They're not guns. Anyways, you're welcome. Hi, Oak Flower. It's been a long time. How are you? Okay, so we look for each other each lifetime. That makes sense. Y'all are doing the things. Oh, interesting. Does that Sue? That's your card. Look at that. This is like the gold. I actually like this card. This is about manifestation, prosperity, fortune, pure intentions, right? So that's already validation. You just have to. I don't know what this is, but you need to watch and keep a keen eye. Because I don't know if there's going to be a slip up or something, but you need to be watching out. Don't just be like, oh, I got it, and like leave it. Definitely keep an eye out. You don't need to like helicopter it or anything, but I do feel like just keep an eye out and make sure that maybe, I don't know if you need a cross-reference work or whatever it is. Just be on the lookout. Whoa, Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. Okay, how's this coming in? Okay. Ooh, interesting. So wait. One second. I need to figure what the heck this card is doing. Your other card is the heart chakra, but it came in like this. Actually, it came in like this. It came in like this. Heart portal, receptivity, generosity, and mistrusting. So it's going to go in with this, right? But this is the mistrusting part. You see that on this far side over here, pink? Mistrusting. The thing I would say is trust that it's already yours, that you already have it, that you get to keep it, but like it's already yours. Like it's not going anywhere. Don't even allow yourself to entertain those thoughts of doubt, uncertainty. Don't even go there. Tell those thoughts to fuck off. Don't entertain those thoughts, because that's the mistrusting part that's kind of skewing the heart from being fully open and fully receptive. So walk in trust as much as you can, or think in trust, feel in trust. Yeah, I got it. Yeah, I got it, Sue. After I said the year of the home, it was like my higher self was like, no, it's the address. I'm like, okay, 1 second. There's one more card. There it is. These are some good cards. That feels like money coming into me, or not money, but it feels like, I mean, it kind of does feel like money to me. It feels, this feels like the after. Yeah. So what is that? Power, fulfillment, and self-attainment. And just the feeling of that card, of how she's like out, you know, arms outstretched and just like open-hearted. Open-hearted manifestation. So do trust. Anytime doubt comes in, shut it down. Just be like, no, I'm going to choose to walk in trust. I'm going to choose to just trust that it's mine. I'm going to keep an eye on it, because it's going to help. It's going to help. Can I even say this? I can't say that. Never mind. There's another layer of it. It wasn't bad or anything. There's another layer of it. Thank you for not letting me say things. Yes. Yes. You're going to get to keep the house. But here's the thing. Trust is a big thing for you in opening the heart. So this kind of goes in and rolls into the other stuff, right? So it is connected to the house, but it's also okay. So they're saying like you doubt a lot, and that isn't going to help you here. So you got to lean into trust and doing that the best you can. Even if you're like, I want to trust. Whatever you got to say, you know, almost like tricking yourself into believing it, but not tricking yourself, just being like very adamant, I'm going to trust. So this is really about trust, and also opening your heart. What is that? One second. What is that? What does that mean? Like, can you expand on that, please? I keep hearing sick. Don't know. So it feels like the heart is a bit shut down. And, you know, when parts of our being, or we have energetic blockages, it manifests, right? It manifests as illness, disease, or literally dis-ease in the body. It can manifest, and I'm hearing sick, so I don't know, but it doesn't feel like, actually I can't say that because I don't know what that feels like. I just keep hearing sick, and it doesn't, I don't know if there's let's see, not necessarily autoimmune or some other chronic thing. I don't know if you have something like this going on, but it does feel connected to the heart being not fully open. So there's something along that goes with like a health issue, or might be like it doesn't feel like a huge, I guess that's subjective, right? So maybe I won't use that word, but it does feel like, Jesus, it does feel like there is a health something or other connected to the heart, and the heart, you know, not being as open as it could be, just because of the doubt, insecurity, uncertainty. It shuts your heart down, and then it shuts down all of these possibilities. The heart is actually a multi-dimensional portal, like literally, like physically, it's a kind of a multi-dimensional. If you were like to unfold it, yeah, there's something about it that's like a multi-dimensional portal, like literally. So in closing parts of that heart down, you're actually closing part of your receptivity. So, and we're talking about receptivity right here, right? Generosity, and then mistrust. really the big thing here is like, you know, the health thing. I don't know if you have a health thing, but make sure you're watching the house or whatever, like paperwork or whatever is involved in the house. You need to keep an eye on it. That's like the big thing that I'm feeling. Let me scroll through and see if oh, I got you, Erica. Hold on. A lot of hurt. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we hold on to like, we hold, the heart can hold on to a lot of things because that's emotional center, right? So grief, I find a lot of people hold grief in the heart that they haven't fully processed or let go of. There feels like there's some of that. I also get anger. A lot of, yeah, like the hurt and pain after a while turn into anger, and then it can turn into rage, and then it can turn into violence, etc. So there is a lot of anger there. So interesting. What I'm hearing is pay attention to what comes up in like your, like maybe stories that you're telling yourself about the house as, let's see, hold on. Notice what stories come up as you kind of deal with the whole house thing. Because it's actually giving you the opportunity to like, not necessarily revisit these things in a way that you're digging up all of these things and leaving yourself a big ass wound, and slapping yourself in the face with the thing. Sorry, my cat is doing weird stuff. Not that you have to revisit all of that stuff. It's more like, what are the stories and where do they connect? And are you ready to let those stories go? Because those stories are not serving you. They're basically holding patterns, keeping you in a holding pattern of mistrust, doubt. I can't trust is the kind of thing that kind of goes over and over and over and over in my head. And here's the bottom of the deck. Ooh, let me see if I can. The bottom of the deck is celestial assistance. So ask your angels for guidance. Ask your angels or your guardian angel. You can ask the angels, any one of the angels really. Ask them for guidance. Ask them for like, help me, you know, whatever you might need help with. Clarity around the things, clarity around the house, or help letting this heaviness go that's closing down your heart. Ask them for assistance with that. And you shall receive. But that's what I'm feeling for you. Let me see if there's anything else. Oh, shoot. I forgot to put the book back in the deck. Okay, so 1 second. Let me just tune back in and see if there's anything else. No, just watch the house, any paperwork or anything else that has to do with the house. That feels really important. Okay, all right. And trust. See what comes up with the things, but you know, you got to lean into trust. You're not a victim. So don't for 1 second allow yourself to like entertain these old ideas. They're literally old stories, old ideas that have been passed down to you and that you've created. They're not real. Although the experience of them is. So okay. All right, my dear. That's it. Does that make sense? Jess, I answered that question for you yesterday, didn't I? Let me see, where are you? So let me know, Sue, how that resonated. Definitely keep an eye on the house. I'm gonna disconnect because I'm like, I even want to keep an eye on the house. But yeah, make sure that there's no extra things or whatever, and it feels like it'll be good. You just got to keep an eye on it. What was the question that I asked for you? Because I'm like, I know you, but like, I thought everybody asked me that same question. No, Jess Moreno, Sour Patch. I'm talking about Jess Moreno. Sorry. Again, with all of the same names again today. How funny. Oh, it was your husband? How funny. Okay, I want to make sure that, okay, I got to get people straight in my head. Okay. You're welcome, Sue. Okay, I almost missed that. All right, you're welcome, Sue. I'm glad that resonates. Feel free to let me know. Come back and let me know that the things. You're welcome. I appreciate you. I appreciate your donation. And I appreciate you allowing me to do the things that I love to do. Because that's just what it is, really. Let's do last call. Let's do last call on free readings. So if you have a reading, because I'll be back here tomorrow night doing the same thing around the same time. Yeah, so if you'd like a free reading, let's do a last call. So comment with your name and a question. Erica, I see you. I see you. Just comment with your name and a question. I don't do pregnancy or fertilities, so don't ask. These readings are going to be short, right? Or you can ask for a 1-card pull. So whatever is on your mind, go ahead and ask. As for paid services, paid readings, etc., I'm going to flash that on the screen. And those are my paid services, all of the things, right? So all of the links to donate are in my profile, right? Venmo, Cash App, PayPal. And then if you do pay or you donate, you got to let me know so that I can give you your reading. You just let me know in the comments. Okay, so, okay, Erica, you're asking if okay, what a difference one word makes. Wants you to move on, okay, with someone else. Wow, what the fuck was I tapping into then? So, Erica, all right, so let's see if he wants you. No. Now I just get a no. I don't know. There's an interesting feeling that comes with that no. Almost like I don't want anybody else to have her, but not in a super, psychopath way, like a psychopathic way. It's almost like indifferent, like a no, but there's indifference there. Is that what that is? Yeah, that's what that is. That's what that feeling is. It's like a no, but there's also indifference there, so I'm not sure what that is. Without doing a reading for him, and I don't do readings for people that, don't ask me like directly. So that's what I'm feeling for you. It feels like a no, but there's an indifference there that plays into his whole wounds and stuff, and just whatever he's got going on. So I'll leave that there. Savannah or Savannah, I know people that go by both, so feel free to correct me. You're asking, should I keep fighting for Kyle or should I let us go? Well, that gets to be your choice. But I can tell you what I feel, sense, see, and hear, and then you can take it from there. Where are you at? Savannah. Okay, there you are. Okay, got you. Definitely feels like there's a lot of history. A lot of there comes with that a lot of second guessing. But you already know where your spirit is guiding you. You can't force something that is not meant to be forced. And you can't force something that's meant to fall apart. That's what I hear. That's what I hear. And that's all I get. So I'm going to leave that there. But that's what I hear. So that gets to be, that it's really up to you. I'm not here to take anybody's power. But that's what I'm hearing. Alrighty. So last call for free and paid readings. My cats are like doing the thing. Meow. Let me just make sure that I'm not missing comments. Thank you for liking the live. Jesus. You're welcome, Savannah. Hope that helps you, my dear. Hope that's whatever validation you need. Okay, it looks like I'm not getting anything else. Jeez, Louise. I see you, Carla. I'm not sure if you're still here. Okay, yeah, there you are. You're asking, will I find a meaningful connection soon? Well, that depends on how present you are, because you can have a meaningful connection with anybody if you're present. So would you like to not refrain the question? Would you like to reframe that question? Romantic. Okay, romantic. I get you. It's all about like words, man. Words are important. Let me just tune in. Want to make sure. Okay, Carla. All right. Let me make sure. Ooh, excuse me. Carla. Okay, let me timelines. All right, show me timelines. I feel it feels pretty far off. In the big scheme of things, it's not very far off, but in a human perspective, sometimes it can be. It feels 3-ish or so years from just feeling into the energy today. So if you and that can always change and shift depending on what you do. Things can shift even just saying the things. So, but as I'm reading it today and as I feel it right now, it feels about 3-ish or so years. You got some inner stuff. You got some inner stuff to do to help you align. I'm hearing your soul is actually wanting you to align in a greater capacity. And so you're kind of being not forced, kind of like, come on,
Your guides are trying to get you to go into something that feels more fulfilling and soul aligned first, because that's going to set your vibration and your frequency up to call that person in. Does that make sense? So you got some time. You got some time. You got some time. Let's see. All right. Oh, cats are doing stuff. All right. So you got some time to kill. Yeah. Yeah. And if you just focus on you and having fun and doing the things, I feel like it sometimes things can catch us off guard. I'm just saying, can be unexpected because your energy is shifted. You know what I mean? So it's a whole thing. It's a whole thing. It's a whole game. But yeah. You're welcome. You're welcome, Carla. So, Ricky, you were asking if Elijah will ask you out. Let me. What's stopping you from asking him out? Because therein lies a deeper pattern of not wanting to be rejected. And you came here to live more authentically you. So it's not the answer you want to hear. But I feel like he's kind of bashful, which is kind of like shy. When it comes to that, you guys are mirroring each other in that way of like, ooh, I don't want to be rejected. I don't want to put myself out there. But why? Just who cares? You know, it's just a little rejection. But maybe not. But maybe not. Really, it's about kind of being more courageous. But let me just fill in. Let's see if he gives me any vibes. There's an attraction. There's also, I don't know how old you guys are. You guys feel pretty young. You guys feel pretty young. And maybe that's just your frequency, but I get a very young vibe. So it does feel a little like I get the vibe of like there's an attraction there, but I don't know about this. So it doesn't really give me a whole lot of information. It doesn't feel like he's fully knowing of himself in a way that he would be confident in just saying the things. It feels like it would be more in a like a coy kind of way if he did. Is he going to? That's really up to him, my dear, but let me see if there's any timelines out there. What is that? I do get a timeline where you guys are briefly together, but it doesn't go so well. I don't know. He doesn't feel like the kind of vibe that like, but you're attracted to him because he has this yeah, he's cute, but like
Love. Oh yeah. Okay. Loved. Yes. Yeah. They're kind of throwing me in circles. They're throwing me in a lot of circles. So it doesn't. He's got some. He's got some. That's what it is. He's got other interests, and that doesn't necessarily mean like other girls. He's just got other interests at the moment. He's not really concerned with getting into a relationship. That's what that is. I was like, what the heck? What is this? That's what it feels like. So it doesn't feel like, that's why I'm saying, like, unless you go to him and be like, hey, I like you. Do you want to go out with me? It doesn't feel like he will. However, I could be wrong, which would be great in this, but it doesn't feel like it. So I'm going to leave that there, but I would invite you to just do the thing. You only got one life. You might as well live it. You're welcome. You're welcome, Sour Patch. I'll call you Sour Patch because I say Jess and then there's like 45 other Jesses that are like, me? You have a bit of history. I gotcha. I gotcha. You're welcome, Ricky. You're welcome. Jess, you're asking how will my new job go? Let's see if there's anything that Spirit wants to provide you with. So let me just kind of, okay, Jess, the other Jess. It's Jess. Let me find you first. I got to find you first so I can tap into your field. Okay, there you are. All right, Jess, you said this new job. It's something kind of, not why I'm hearing past the time. Something to kind of pass the time until it feels like, okay, here's how I hear it. It's like you're going along in this job and then like something, then you get like a deeper call. So it feels like something to kind of pass the time until there's almost like this inspiration that like that drops in almost out of nowhere. And I don't know if that's how it's going to manifest, but that's what it feels like to me. And then it's like, oh, and then, and it's like, a realization that maybe that's not fully aligned for you, but it does feel like something that's aligned for right now and something that is going to help you pass the time, you know, be economically stable, and then something else will drop in, because I don't know why, why did I say because? I don't know why I said because, but that's what I feel for you. Yeah. That's what I hear. That's what I hear, feel. Jacqueline. Yeah. See, Jacqueline, were you on the live yesterday? Because I had like, I don't know how many Jacquelines on the live. I was like, holy cow, all these it was like a Jacqueline and then Jackie and then all of the things. So you're welcome, Jess. Jacqueline, so you're asking about finances. Let me just tune into you, Jacqueline. Jacqueline, finances. How is that? Where is that going? So there's deeper worthy stuff, like worthiness issues that's kind of blocking, you know, really that kind of influx and flow that you're looking for. So there are some things that, you know, if those could be released, that it would improve almost immediately, it feels like. But these are deeper wounds, you know, feeling unworthy. So your conscious mind can be like, oh, I want my financial status or my financial situation to improve. But like other parts inner child, inner critic, different protector, controller, different parts can be like, that's not safe. It's not safe to have money. It's there's an issue of safety, having a lot of money, safety, and then there's a worthy thing. So there's a couple of pretty significant things that are keeping that from really just kind of flowing in more freely. Yeah. However, let me just see if there's something else despite that. I keep hearing like, let's see. I don't want to say that word because I don't really like that word, but it does feel a little tight. And I don't see a lot of like, I guess, movement in that way. Yeah, because we got a whole economic thing that's happening. So it's kind of like you got to transcend above that baseline frequency where everybody's at in fear. Oh my God, the economy and all the things. And you have to like, it's time to like level up and rise above this whole fear about the economy and collapsing. Like it's going to do what it's going to do. It's going to do the things. But understanding and knowing and trusting that you're going to be like, you're going to be cared for. So there's an underlying trust that's a little lacking, I guess. Yeah. Because it feels like things would shift if we just like release that block. Or those couple of blocks, because they're really significant, and it's keeping you in a lower frequency, and it's keeping you in a bandwidth of fear, going into fear around money. That's probably why you're stressed. Like it feels like there's a lot of stress, a lot of overwhelm around money, which is true for a lot of people. But that's what I feel for you, my dear. Those blocks or those patterns, those deeper wounds are really, as I'm perceiving it, they're kind of at the root of the matter. Yeah. You're welcome. Oh yeah, you were asking about the energy healing business. Yeah. Yeah. I love it. Yeah. Absolutely. Well, here's the thing. Open the business. But the thing is if you're opening the business and if you're in healing and doing the things, interesting. We always, as a facilitator, guide, teacher, whatever it is, we definitely also attract, we can attract clients that can help us clear those blocks. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge, winky. But I think that's all for me tonight. I'm going to be on tomorrow night doing the same thing. So feel free to stop by and say hi or come by and get another free reading tomorrow. And yeah, you will find this recording on my YouTube channel sometime this weekend. And yeah, love you guys. Have a great night. Mwah. Take care of yourself, be gentle with yourself, and love yourself. Love you.